Hello everyone and welcome to today's Market Snapshot. My name's Craig Erlam, Senior Market Analyst at OANDA. I hope everyone had a great weekend. It has been a slower start to trading on Monday because we've got bank holidays all over the place. We've got bank holiday overnight in Japan, in Hong Kong as well, and also in the US as well, and Canada. So it's unsurprising that today is a bit of a lighter trading session. We've also had a significant lack of economic data or economic events, so there's not even an economic calendar to show you because, quite frankly, there wouldn't be anything on it. So what we're just going to do is, in this short video, because if there's nothing to talk about, there's no point in dragging on, I'm just going to highlight a few charts where we have seen some movement, particularly in the last few hours. Now, I think the two areas where we've seen the most movement have been in oil and the yen, and it's the moves in oil which has actually led European markets higher on the day. They were trading quite mixed earlier on in the session, but and towards, especially in the afternoon, we have seen this rally in oil, which has helped spur some positivity in equity markets as well. While we're talking about oil, let's bring it up. We've got the Brent crude chart here, which we've touched on previously. Now, this move in oil, we had seen a rally up towards these 52.50s previously. We saw a pairing of these gains, and then it ran into support around 51. This is the prior support bar, which I've highlighted previously. From there, we've seen a rally today, and that's taken it through the 52.50s. And it's run into a little bit of resistance currently around, let's see where that is, around 53.30. I think the next major resistance for here is going to be the 53.80s to 54. This is a prior zone of resistance, as you can see, from back in August 2015 and also in October 2015 as well. Now, I think the reason why we've run into resistance here is just simply because of the correlation between Brent crude and WTI crude. And if you look at WTI crude, we ran into resistance right at this previous high from the 9th of June at around 51.35. It's always worth checking out the correlations between the two of these when trading, because if one runs into resistance and pulls back, it's likely that the other one may find temporary resistance there as well. Also importantly, if we do see this run through this 51.35 level, then that would suggest that we're going to see quite a bullish move in the other one as well, because really we are scanning back for a while to look for possible resistance in WTI as well. So if we just recalibrate the chart a little bit there, let's get back to the daily. You can see that we are looking back a fair while to find some resistance in here as well. So we've gone through these prior resistance levels. So you're looking around this area here, around 53.50, I think. Yeah, around these 53.50 levels is where you're probably looking for your next level of resistance. 53.50 to 54. I'll probably actually just mark that on the chart for you now. So that's 53.50. Or well, it takes just above. Let's take it to around 53.50. Knowing how these markets trade, to around 54. And I think this is going to be a next major zone of resistance for WTI crude. But again, if we do find resistance again in Brent crude, slightly above where we're trading right now, that's not WTI, that's not Brent crude, sorry, that's euro dollar. If we do run into resistance around these 53.80, 54s, then I'd expect to see a corresponding bounce as well in WTI. But those big gains in the oil market today, largely driven by the comments which we've had from Vladimir Putin speaking at the World Energy Congress in Istanbul, and he said effectively that Russia is open to an oil output cap in line with the deal that was agreed between OPEC members very recently. We know that OPEC is currently pumping out, I think, around 33.5 million barrels. They've agreed a cap between 32.5 and 33 million. The important point here is that they still have to agree at their meeting in November how that will be dispersed, how the caps will apply to each member, and this is where it could run into difficulty. So this is why while there has been a reaction in the markets to the deal itself. There's still a number of places in which it could stumble, but I think these comments by Putin supporting a joint cap is a big step forward, because if OPEC can just get past their issues, then it looks like we're going to have some of the biggest energy oil producers in the world all in the same boat capping production, even if they are already pumping at record highs. So like I say, still a long way to go, but this is a big step forward, and that's what's really prompted the surge in oil prices today. Like I say, the yen is another place where we have seen weakness today, and this comes off the back of Haruhiko Kuroda's comments. He's the Bank of Japan governor, and he said that it may take a little longer for the country to hit its 2% inflation target. So we're looking now at around 2018. So this is seen as dovish for the yen. So the yen is actually one of the few currencies that the pound is actually gaining against today, but we're also seeing gains in the dollar as well. It's worth pointing out here that this comes as well on the back of this 102.80 support level. I think this is a key support level. We've gone through the Ichimoku cloud, which I said was a very bullish signal, and we've also gone through these two moving averages, the 55 and 89, I think they are. Let me just drag this down and see which they are. 55 and 89 moving averages. We've gone through here, and now we've come back and found support on the top of them as well. If we do drive higher and we do move beyond these highs on 104.16 and push on again, we'd be looking towards these 105.50s and even towards 107.50. I think this is a very bullish signal as far as I'm concerned for the dollar yen pair. But aside from that, it has been a very quiet day, so I won't keep you. Just join us again tomorrow for another update on the markets. For more in-depth news and analysis, check out OANDA Market Pulse at marketpulse.com. You can also find out more about OANDA and sign up for a free demo account at oanda.com. Here you'll also get access to OANDA Forex Labs, which has a lot of great tools designed to help you with your trading.